Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. You are all in the tavern. Shag, are you headed back to the tavern? We left you in the building.
No, I was in there. So what I'll do is I'll open up the top of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
I found the painting, so I'll maneuver them.
Why don't you just? This is Neal. Why don't you? Could you pick the lock and make sure they're paintings?
All right, I'll make sure. I'll make sure they're the painting.
40 minutes passes, no one comes to check in on you. You open it up, and sure enough, there are some rolled up paintings in there. You can unroll them, and they are of an old man in various positions with ladies and gentlemen of the night.
Is he triple circumcised in the painting?
Shag, you gotta look for that triple circumcision and birthmark.
Yeah, sure, that's fine, whatever. I've seen those.
You find it.
Yep. All right, cool. Then I'm like, all right, that's done. Boom. Lock it back up.
Triple circumcised in the painting? Because that could be a great layer thing.
Yep. Anyway.
Thank you. Continuing.
I'll go up to the top. I'll open it. How light is it down at the base of the tower?
Quite dark. It's nighttime.
Which is why this is the perfect time to just escape with it.
All right, sweet. So I'll drag it up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Get it on the roof. Shut the I'll shut the vault. Lock it back up with the keys, which is the best part of this. And I will, once it's on the roof, I'll cast Featherfall on the shit ass, on the box with the paintings on it, and I'll kick it off. And then I'll
So
down.
you haul the box to the roof and just kick it off the side of the roof?
After casting Featherfall. Or I'm going to cast Featherfall on it so that way it falls at a slow speed.
Wait, why did you take the paintings?
I'm going to need you to make me a strength checks while you carry the box to carry it carefully enough that you don't bang it into anything, to control the box.
I'm dragging it.
Sure. You're still going to need to make a check because it's awkward and long and there's stairs and it's a mess. Woo! All right. If you had messed up, it would have just rolled down the stairs and bumped into a door or something. It would have been terrible. But you do it. You get it to the top. You're dragging it, so there's a thud, thud, thud. Quietly, though. You're doing it carefully. And they roll 3 on their perception check, so they definitely don't hear it. You thud, thud, thud all the way to the top. You get it to the ledge, and you push it over and cast Featherfall?
Yep.
Featherfall.
In reverse of that order.
Featherfall. There's something in the spell only works on free falling, flying, or propelled objects. It does not. Yeah. So it has to be. You can't cast it while it's on the ground. It has to be in free fall to be cast.
Yeah. Well, I have 30 yards to cast it. So
totally do. Yeah. I was just rules lawyering.
I think
Rob.
that's a stupid rule, and I think that should be changed. But very well.
It allows you that keeps the spell from being broken in awkward ways. They're really awkward ways that you can wreck apart Featherfall if it works on things that are also touching the ground. It's a
I guess it's because if it's already touching the ground and you jump forever. Something weird like that.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is, but we've come across these issues.
You can lift things all of a sudden.
Right, because Featherfall reduces the weight of something to the weight of a feather. So otherwise you could just cast Featherfall on an entire cart and just lift it and walk around with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it doesn't last that long though.
Still, you could move anything because you would turn anything to the weight of a feather.
Yeah, you put labor workers just completely out of.
Falling with regards to whose perspective?
You're saying the spell description is based on union rules?
Yeah, it's a spell. All right. You kick it off the side, you feather fall it, it floats gently to the ground. Does anyone down there notice it? It's not very well lit. It is nighttime. Let's figure out what phase the moon is in. What happened to my D30? I've lost all my D30s. I don't know where they are. Shag, roll me a D28 so we can see what phase the moon is in. 6. It is 6 days after the new moon, so it is a quarter moon-ish. So it floats down. Anyone spot it? Ooh, that's on the edge. I need to roll their perception.
Would anybody even be, I mean, given where the tower is on the keep, and they'd be throwing it on the outside?
Right, well, there's guards that patrol.
Standing there to see it?
There's guards that walk around, 2 guards, so that there's always someone on one side of the building, no matter what. So there's a chance that they could see it. They rolled a 10, they get a -3 for the darkness, so they need a 14 on their perception to spot it. And they roll an 11. So no, the guards do not notice the box as it hits the ground. But it's still within the castle walls now. I don't know how you're going to pick it up and skate over the walls.
The tower
with
is
it.
on the corner. You can drop it outside the castle
There's an
wall.
exterior palisade wall.
How tall?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Palisade walls are 15
court.
feet.
There's like a court.
Yeah. How tall is the tower?
Like 100 feet.
Oh, okay, never mind. If it's like several hundred feet, then I'd start doing the calculations for how far horizontally it would have traveled, but
No, yeah.
not 100 feet.
Yeah. Okay, so you kick it down to the courtyard below.
Yep.
Now, the box isn't invisible, so if you try and carry it over the walls, there's a good chance someone's going to spot you.
That's fine. Is there a gate?
There is a gate, yes.
Is it guarded?
Yes.
Where's the
Is
stables?
it shut?
Yes. The stables are right...
Like,
Front door. The stables are, they're on this side over here, but it's tilted.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's all I need. All right. So I'll go over to the stables,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like a shit whack of hay in there, right?
Certainly.
Metric shitwhack.
Whoa,
Certainly.
metric. Okay, it's a metric stable.
It's like 10 times the size of a regular shitwhack.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so metric stables. And there's a torch somewhere, right?
In the stables, there is a lantern hanging. It is not lit, but it is hanging there.
Okay. Then, is there a torch lit outside?
Where, like anywhere? Yeah. The guards have torches that they're walking with, and there are 2 torches stuck into sconces by the gate, so the guards at the gate can hang and chill with it. And there's a torch on the outside of the gate as well. And there's probably some next, also a pair flanking the entrance to the keep. And
Perfect.
then, yeah.
So there is between the wall and the keep, there is a torch, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. So I'll grab like some sort of kindling. I'll go to the torch, get it lit enough so that I think I could light the lantern. Then go
Okay,
light
so,
the
but
lantern.
there are guards next to where the torches are, right? Because the torches are on either side of the gate where the guards are hanging out.
You said there are torches on the entrance to the keep too.
Right. But that would be in like
How's
direct
that
line of
different
view of the guards.
Is that different than by the entrance to the gate?
Yeah. So the gate has 2 torches, and then the keep has 2 torches. But there's guards on the gate, so if you fiddle with torches by the keep, they'll see it as well.
Well, just using a tinderbox. Pour the oil from the lantern on the hay, and then light it with the
Oh my god.
tinderbox.
I don't have a tinderbox. I've got more important stuff like a grappling hook and a crowbar. Well, I mean, I'm not messing. I'm trying to, all right? I'm not messing with the torches there. I'm just like walking up to them, like holding some straw real quick by there. Like, I'm not like actually touching the sconce to like hold some straw.
Sure. I just, if you light the straw on, first off, the straw's not invisible when you pick it up. You are, but the straw's
Right.
not.
Oh, yeah,
And
I
then-
I don't need it in visible, or I don't need it in flames. I just need it like smoldering. The red. I don't need the actual flame. I think if it's smoldering, that'll be hot enough.
Okay.
Or I can just also look for any way to light the candle or the lantern inside the stable.
So if you don't have a tinderbox, you're going to need another source of fire.
Yeah, and wouldn't there be a tinderbox near the...
in the stable? That's a good question.
Yeah, that'll be my...
By the lantern.
Yeah, by the lantern.
Oh, I rolled a 2 on the d20. Unfortunately, someone didn't put the tinderbox back in the right place after they used it, and they're probably going to get flogged in the morning for this.
All right,
but
that's fine.
Unfortunately, it's not there.
Then I'll...
How far is it from the nearest torch to the stable? I mean, maybe you just grab the torch. You're still invisible. Run over, throw it into the stable. I mean, that'll take like 6 seconds. And then you're still invisible and just run.
Yeah, but the moment those torches move, someone's going to see like a floating torch moving in the direction of the stables. You will attract attention.
I mean, which way are the guards looking?
point.
Are they looking out or are they looking in?
They're looking at each other while they chit-chat. So the house torches would be on their peripheral, on their right or left side, depending on the guard.
Yep, so what I'll do then, and I'll take this risk, is I'll get some of the straw, dip it in the lantern oil.
Ooh, okay.
The plan is to dip it in the lantern oil, go over to one of the keep torches, light it there, and then quickly bring it back to the
Stables.
the stables. Thank you. Light the lantern, and then break the lantern on the straw.
Okay, so it's straw, soak in oil,
Not
light
soaked in.
straw,
Yeah.
then throw in stables with lantern oil everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I will give the guards a chance to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, they both roll natural 19s on their perception checks.
That's
so they're like, oh, you know, Bob, it's been a tough day here. I'm really tired of this blah blah blah. Is that a floating lantern? Wait a minute, that torch is moving. I'm gonna go check it out. And one of them starts walking after you, and then it gets thrown in, and the whole stable goes on fire, and they start screaming, and bells start ringing, and
I mean,
the Bob
moment
draws
that
his
they start.
his cudgel.
No, the moment like the fire's up, and I know it's not gonna just like fizzle out a bit, I'm gone. I've got I'm dragging the shit ass up the side
Okay.
while I've got the convenient noise of bells tolling and guards yelling. So I'm still invisible because I have done nothing that'll break invisibility.
Right. You haven't made any attacks or cast any spells.
Cast any spells that would break invisibility.
Right.
Yeah, you can cast
You can cast spells.
monster summoning.
You can. That is true facts. You're not attacking.
That's even in the back of the Idiot's Guide to Dungeons and Dragons, just like the invisible summoning caster.
All right. The barn sets on fire. Bells begin to ring. Shag does what? Where are you going?
Back to where I dropped the case,
You go back to where you
And-
dropped the case?
and I drag it over that side of the wall.
Okay.
It's tough, but I am able to do it because the guards are going to be, like the guards that are patrolling, they're probably going to go to the fire and respond.
Right.
Because they are now initial responders.
Right.
So,
They are the first responders. They're on their way there. One of them scores another great perception check and spots this box being hauled up the wall. Of course, it doesn't know what is hauling the box. It might even think it's a ghost box. So I'll give this character a morale check to see if it engages the ghost box or flees from the ghost box. And he engages the ghost box. I'm gonna get a raise! He shouts as he runs towards you with a cudgel in hand, drops the cudgel and throws himself on the ghost box, trying to tackle it to the ground. He rolls a 5 on the attack roll and misses the ghost box, landing at the base of the wall as Shag goes over the wall.
Okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah, you can get over the wall pretty easily. He just misses the diving attack.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
Where do you go with the box?
Out into the woods.
Just out into the woods.
Yup.
Okay. All right.
I'm not bringing
disappear.
that shit back to town.
In town, you can hear bells ringing and horns being blown. The town comes to life. Lights come on all over the place. The innkeep walks to the door, looks out, and comes back in and goes, "Oh, something's wrong at the tower. Y'all better stay here."
That's not bad.
It's bad. It's always bad.
What's wrong? They need our help?
No. You'd probably just get in the way and get sued for, obstructing justice. Best to stay here and do nothing. Or better yet, leave town. But that would look suspicious, so don't leave town.
What if we destruct the justice? We restruct it instead of...
I don't know if he's a local here. If he's telling us we should leave town, I think we should take him.
Yeah, let's leave town. Buck's gonna crawl into the dragon. Just start walking it away.
You crawl into the dragon, and you try to operate the controls, but they do not respond.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Guys, it's not working.
It's also it's way too small for you, right? It's sized for a kobold operator, and you're a human. So it's like getting in one of those little kid cars. What do they call it? The electric powered cars that, you know what I'm talking about? The little toy driving cars. Yeah, it's like crawling into one of those things, and nothing's working.
Okay.
What do you do?
I get out, and then I'm like, well, and I look at it, and then I turn to the others, and I'm like, should we go?
Yeah, we should get out soon. They might blame the... So we see a fire going on, or do we...
No, you just hear bells and shouting. The fire will be below the wall for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we did have specific instructions.
He did give you very specific instructions, right?
Yeah, this is the signal.
So, I'm going to hang out here, at least for a little while.
Okay. You chill. Everyone chillin'?
Well, why don't we just leave him and the rest of us can kind of get out to the woods?
Yeah.
All right. The party abandons their plan.
Split in three ways.
The moment the plan comes into play, the party breaks it.
Wait, isn't the plan to wait 3 hours after the alarm engages?
The plan was to wait 3 hours at the tavern. That's why I'm waiting.
At the tavern?
But some of you are leaving.
Waiting there, then that's fine. We can tell you where we'll be hiding.
Okay.
So we just tell you we're gonna hide over by that tree or something. Give you a location, and then you can direct him over there if he comes back. And while we wait our 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm thinking one person without a horse can escape easier than a bunch of us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna hang out and ask the tavern keeper a drink.
All right. Ted chills.
We're gonna tell you where we're gonna be.
Zev, what are you doing?
I'll chill by the dragon, I would say.
You're gonna chill with the dragon. Buck?
Buck's going out to the woods with the Dark Lord.
Dark Lord, you're going out to the woods?
Yeah, we were just given the perfect cover. You guys should probably leave.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're not leaving because we're guilty. We're leaving because you recommended us to.
Totally. All right. So the party splits. Shag, you get out to the woods, and then what?
All right, perfect. I'm going to just place the box somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to be hard to try and track a box in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cut something in the side of a tree, and I'll start cutting other things as I make my way back towards town.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, in case I forget exactly, it'll just be a slash in the tree. Where the way to where I stored the box.
Right.
And then I'm going to go back into town, go back to the tavern, and meet up with my bros.
All right. You head.
And all the while remain invisible. I'm basically just going to wait for someone to open the door and
Oh god. Okay.
go right in there.
All right. You get back towards the tavern. The door is shut. On the inside, I guess everyone's asleep. It's late. They're trying to sleep, but there's bells ringing and people shouting and horns blowing. The people that left out to the woods, you are fine. You are not followed. And Shag, were you followed by the guy that tried to tackle you? They tried to follow you, but they lost you in the darkness with 3 awful perception checks back to back. Okay, so the party's split up. Maybe 20 minutes after the fire starts, which is like 5 minutes after Shag gets to the tavern, what's his face? TFT comes on by, Lord TFT. And he opens the door to the tavern and walks on in, leaving room for Shag to come on in. And he looks suspiciously around the tavern, meets the gaze of the Dark Lord, and goes, "Where are your friends?"
Wait, do you mean Ted?
Dark Lord's not
The
there.
Dark Lord pieced out.
Not Dark Lord, sorry. Looks at Ted and goes, "Where are your friends?"
Oh, the barkeep said they should probably ditch town because the bells are going off. I didn't have a reason to leave, so everyone else kind of left. And as per our agreement, he was supposed to leave anyway, so I let him go.
How suspicious. Oh, wait, you said they left after the bells?
Yeah,
Is there anyone that can corroborate this?
I pointed at the barkeep.
The barkeep nods, and TFT strokes his beard. Unfortunate. Do you know of anyone? Wait a minute, why are you here in town? What brings you here?
Actually, this was just a pit stop for me. I'm actually heading towards Outlast. I got here at night, so I was just gonna hang out here for a little bit. There's a minor noble out that way that I need to go visit under, my lord's guise.
Who are you visiting?
They're kind of minor noble. I'm not sure if you would have heard of them, but the now owner of the Wit Estate.
And where did you come from?
Where did I come from?
Most recently. We have very few people that come through our town. If you're heading to Outlast, why are you here in our little village? We're nowhere near Outlast.
Oh, well, if you must know, I actually originally, my last stop was at Kershwick. We actually took a boat from there. We were going to head straight through Berkshire to head this way, but
Why didn't you take a boat from Kershwick to Outlast? Would have been faster.
It would have been faster, you're right, but our demon friend wanted to observe the world because he's new here. Kind of a prick, if you ask me.
Give me a charisma check.
Oh boy.
Gotta be a good one, too. You rolled very... Oh my god! He rolled a natural 19 on his charisma, but your nat 20 will beat it. And he buys your story, hook, line, and sinker. Nods, fine. Let me put it this way. There's a bounty out. 1,000 gold pieces for any information that leads to the capture of the arsonist. 1,000.
Well, if I catch any word, you'll be the first to know about it.
Good. And then he bounces, leaving you guys here, an invisible Shag in the room that nobody knows about. And,
The peasant.
So I look over at my half goat friend who's sitting by the dragon. Like, so, still got some time to kill. What do you want to do? Shag hasn't made his presence known to us, so we still gotta wait at least
Nope. I
another
just wanted to see if you had anything to say first.
2 hours.
what about you, Zev? Huh?
I'm
Got
just
time to kill.
still at this dragon, disappointed that it only has one head. Just thinking about what could have been.
Well, when someone's piloting it, it has 2 heads. Doesn't it?
What is? what is a rider other than an extra head?
I mean, if you consider them one object together, it becomes a two-headed object, and the line between one thing and two things is really just a matter of perspective. It's quite subjective, because you're made up of billions and trillions of cells, but really you're just one person, so you could say a machine and its rider are one object with two heads, right? If you shift your perspective and do a lot of drugs.
I skate up to Ted and it's like, skedaddle. And I hop on the dragon. The dragon just appears to get up on its own and walk out.
And the owner goes, wait, stop, dragon! There's a habeas corpus out for you. You need to appear at court tomorrow.
I look at the dragon walking off, and I look at the barkeep. I'm like, I'll follow and give word to the Lord when wherever it stops.
Good man. I'm sure he'll reward you for it.
Thank you. And I chase after the dragon.
Zev, what are you doing?
Ooh. Before the dragon walks out, I direct him to stop and turn his head towards the barkeep. So looks around at the barkeep and then basically move its mouth so it looks like it's talking and say, "Your laws hold no power over me."
That's ridiculous! No man's above the law, not even a dragon!
I ain't no man, I'm a dragon.
I am no man.
No! You can't pull a Lord of the Rings here! That doesn't work! Nobody's above the law!
That's
Okay.
what the wings are for.
Yeah, I still walk out.
That's what the wings are for.
I still pretend to chase
Just
him.
kick the door down, fly away.
I still pretend.
I'll sue you for damages! That's my front door! It's been in my family for 5,000 years!
I'm still pretending to chase.
Okay. You guys bolt.
Bag's just cackling as the dragon flies away.
Now you guys leave and go.
We know where we are.
I land outside, and I go to where I hid the box. Or I
Okay.
wait for friendos, and then I go to where
Ted eventually catches up to him because I imagine he was going a bit faster than Ted because he's a flying dragon. But Ted eventually catches up.
Right. And Zev is following along, yeah?
Yes.
Or is Zev? Okay, cool. I didn't know if you were doing something else. You had your own plan.
No, I'm just going.
Perfect. Okay. You guys head out to the woods. You get back to the box. How do the two separate groups meet up? The woods are a complicated
If I'm
place.
right, Mr.
Yeah,
Knight.
we told them where we were going to be.
Yeah, we told
where they
him.
wanted to meet up.
Perfect. All right. It's dark. Both groups make me perception checks. Someone pass one. Someone pass a perception check so you can spot the other group in the meeting place. And oh my god, you're fine.
Wait, I
Ted
got
spots
that
you right away.
infravision though.
Oh, yeah. Easy peasy. You guys meet up. Everyone meets up together in the woods. You have the box.
Yep.
And
All
you
right.
paid to the boat to wait for us, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I look over at the Cobalt. You have no idea the amount of times I had to lie in order to make sure this went off well.
I'll undo my invisibility, hold up the keyring, and it's he has no idea how hard his life is going to be for the next month or so.
Oh, that sucks for that guy. Let's get out of here.
Oh yeah.
Have to rekey every door in the entire keep.
Oh,
You know how
yeah.
expensive that's going to be for him?
Yes.
What happened
Oh
to
my
them?
Great.
god.
All right, guys, let's bounce.
Yep.
Yes, onto the boat.
Mission
Ted,
accomplished.
if you did have to lie that much, I highly appreciate what you did. What did you do?
So basically, while you were gone, someone attempted to sue your dragon, and our knight friend here attempted to defend the dragon and slightly made the situation worse by attempting to murder someone with his dog. And I had to somehow
Attempt to murder
BS my
anybody.
way into telling Lord Towerfall that we were from a different country and he was a diplomat of some sort.
I see. Well, that guy's a dumbass.
Apparently.
Yeah, but I applaud your efforts because you pulled the wool right over his eyes. Fucking kudos,
Get it.
boys.
So, and good job stealing the whole box. You didn't even need to get the whole box. But well
I'm
done.
just surprised.
It would have been real tough to just grab the paintings. I wouldn't have been able to just So what I did was this is on the way back to.
Mhm.
Boats.
To the boat. Yeah.
Flounders Reach or whatever the fuck the place is called.
Actually, once you opened the box to verify there were paintings, couldn't you have ditched the box?
I could have, but this. Let me tell my story here. So, I went up into the tower. The room he had it in was like super convoluted. I think he hired gnomes too, and I was eventually able to find it. I opened it up. I verified one painting. I didn't need to look at the rest. It was going to take too long. They're big. So we've got the right paintings. And if I had dropped the box, or if I had abandoned the box, one, it'd be really hard for me to carry this shit. Instead, I have one handle to grab and I just drag it. Without it, I have to like hold the whole bundle of these huge paintings, and they'd like sag and whatnot. So that just wasn't gonna happen. And how I got it out was I just kicked it off the roof of the tower. So
Nice.
it worked. And then I started the fire because that guy's a fucker. So
I'm just
Property
surprised that for all the things that the dragon got blamed for, it was not the fire.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
dragon had an alibi in that it was in the tavern, and everyone knew it was in the tavern. So no one can blame it for the fire.
So what you're saying is we should have started the fire in the tavern as well?
No.
No,
Yes.
no, wait.
Should have brought
Right in-
weapon.
Have a
on the
dragon.
way out. Yes.
Yeah, we probably should have.
Kicked down the door, turned around while he's talking about how old the door is.
That would have been pretty good. Oh well.
No, let's get out of here.
I mean,
Alright.
it looked like they only had about 5 people fighting that fire, and considering it's a stable fire,
Those horses are probably dead.
the horses are dead, so they probably won't really be able to send any messengers. That keep is probably going to burn and have a lot of fire damage, because if they only
They're
had,
already bankrupt. Their life just sucks now.
yeah,
Yeah, we won, guys.
We did it. We jacked up this noble's life for about 200 gold.
and if 300 gold each.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, you guys hop back on the boat. You can sail back to Kershwick. I guess the boat doesn't. You can't hop on the boat until morning because it's not docked. Does anyone come to Flounders Bay that night? Yes, that night while you guys are laying low in Flounders Bay, you can see a rider bearing a torch ride into town, and there's some chatter, and the rider goes around from place to place, talks to a few people, and then books it and starts heading north along the coast.
What
Where
was
are
the
we?
rider wearing?
Traveling clothes, no armor, maybe a sidearm.
Okay.
Let him go.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? While we're here, let's disguise the box a little bit.
Let's lay low.
Yeah, we're gonna lay low, but let's like.
Yeah, we can lay low and disguise the box.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the time. Might as well.
I mean, and so that guy probably gave the description of us or the box to
Well, they have no
couple
reason to
people?
suspect us for the arson part.
maybe. Yeah, maybe not.
At best, they might be looking for the dragon, but we can also, I guess. What can we do with the dragon?
Yeah, because
Fly onto the boat, maybe.
Put it below deck.
we can like throw a blanket over both.
Well, actually, you could just fly out to the boat, tell the boat to meet us over here on the shore and pick us up, and then we don't have to wait until morning.
We could go on foot.
Well, we don't have to go on foot
It's
because
already paid for.
Yeah, it's already
Get us
paid for.
back safely without running into a basilisk.
Yeah, okay.
don't know if
The
we're gonna.
less basilisk risk, the better.
I don't know if we're just gonna bump into a basilisk in the bay.
Oh, it's happened
Basilisk.
over and over again while we wandered.
Have you never heard of the fearsome seagoing basilisk? It's attracted to treasure.
I'm gonna I'm
No,
gonna
I'm
use
saying
the-
on overland
I'm gonna use the
counters,
color.
you tend to run into basilisks.
It's true.
So if we can make half the journey by boat,
Yeah.
then no random encounters.
Excellent. All right, off you go. I guess you wait until that next morning.
I'm gonna
And
use the colored pencils.
So
to
that's why I
make
was
the
saying, can't
box.
the dragon fly out to the boat, say, go meet us over there, or go pick up the others over there, and now we book it.
I think the people arming the boat would be asleep right now, because it's night for them too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
They'll
Like,
probably
you'd have
wake
one
up when
guy.
a big dragon lands.
they would, but that's the wrong sort of wake up we want to give them.
Well,
You
can
also might-
go in and say, hey, we're ready to go now, Captain.
Also, we would need to make some sort of check to make sure the dragon can land gently on the boat instead of like crash landing and sinking the boat. And he's never flown the dragon before, so that's a risky endeavor. Not that you
I've only
can't do
flown
it.
the dragon once.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Cool. So you wait until morning.
Yep.
Yes, we
Sure
waited
enough.
until there's 20 minutes left in the episode.
Sure enough,
Just 20
the
minutes left
sun
in the
comes up, and the boat pulls into the area in Flounder's Reach.
Why don't we just have one person go to the boat and tell it to go pick up the rest of us? So that, there's
Why
not
don't we
like,
just
hey,
all
that's
sit
that
on-
dragon that's been impounded.
Let's just all get on the boat.
Because we're going to be going in with the dragon that they're looking for.
We don't know if they're looking for it per se. They might just be spreading word about the arson.
We were told specifically by the innkeeper that there's like a hold on the dragon and it has to appear in court.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is fine. Like,
But you
I'll
still-
sit with I can sit outside of town with the box. It's like, yeah, he's guarding something for us.
Yeah.
And we just couldn't move it beyond there for whatever reason.
It'll be fine.
It'll be
I
fine.
mean, I'm figuring I'm super recognizable and obvious, whereas like somebody can go to the boat and just be pretty nondescript.
Yeah.
Okay. So who goes to the boat? Who's the one? I need a name. Man needs a name.
Oh, I'll go to the boat.
Buck. All right, Buck. You head on down through Flounder's
As I
Reach.
say, actually, Shag, you are able to hide mortals from the eyes of others. Is that not right?
Yes?
Perhaps you could cast that spell on our young Buck, and he could move to the town invisibly until he gets on the boat, and then maybe punch himself in the face or something to break the spell.
He can dispel it on it himself.
Well, or he could punch himself in the face to break it.
He could do that too, but he might pass out.
I might pass out.
Yeah, so that way we don't have to worry about him being arrested on the way in.
All right, Buck, I'm going to cast invisibility on you. I trust you to not fuck up your entrance.
Why are we casting invisibility on me?
In case they are looking for him in the town, he can just go invisibly straight up to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
No chance of getting arrested.
Yeah,
Get
but,
on
like,
the boat, and then end the spell.
Sure.
or no, like go into an alleyway,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
uninvis yourself, then walk up to the boat. Yo, can you meet my friendos over here?
Why break the invisibility before he gets on the boat?
What?
So
It's less suspicious to the boat.
Maybe Buck can solve his own problems of how to talk to people.
You know what? You're right. Buck, I trust you to not fuck this up.
Okay.
You're invisible.
Okay, I'm invisible.
All right. You had two invisibilities, Memmed? Because you haven't had a full night rest to cast another one.
What? We waited a night, all right?
Yeah, the rest of the night.
long rests are like 8 days. It's a week.
No,
Yeah,
really.
I mean,
One
it's
night.
a one night for spells,
one
but
night for long- for-
it was nighttime when you started all that nonsense. Then it was a couple hours of doing the other nonsense, and then you traveled back here, and then the sun comes up, so you've only had like 4 hours of sleep,
Okay, fine.
if
I
any
don't
sleep
have
at all.
this.
All right, so you're not invisible, but you're going into the village anyway.
I'm
However-
going into the village.
You're doing it. You got it, Buck. I believe in you.
I believe in him too.
We all believe in Buck.
Buck was
All right.
never
Did you see that? Sorry, I thought you weren't looking at the moment. It's fine. Your turn. Go for it.
Okay, I walk to the boat.
The people in town gaze upon you with great suspicion as you walk into town, but they don't stop you. You get to the boat, which is landed on the shore, and the captain cocks his head to the side and goes, what about everyone else?
They will be waiting a little bit downstream at a previously discussed location. They were wondering if we could pick them up. They were a little busy just down the creek. I think they like lost something or something.
Give me a charisma check.
You can do it, kid.
You could do it. Ooh,
20.
so close. 21 is a pass. He's looking at you like something is really fishy here, but I can't put it together.
Double pay.
Fishy or floundering? What kind of?
Your argument is fishy and floundering on this guy's
I'm sure they'll
mind.
pay you more. Come on.
All right. Is everything okay?
Is everything okay?
Yeah, is everything okay?
Things okay.
You sure? You don't seem confident about this.
I'm feeling pretty confident about this. You're inspiring doubt in me. You've got an inflection like you don't believe that everything's okay. So why should I just feel like I've.
Well, I don't believe things are okay because you're acting like you don't believe things are okay.
Well, I mean, I think that's subjective, you know.
All right. Let's just go. Are you hopping in now?
Yeah.
All right. And he will float with you down. It's fine. You guys can hop. You all can hop on the boat and make your way to Kershwick with no further problems.
Nailed it, guys. Everything's okay.
Nailed it.
I'm glad you said it's fine, because I thought you just hopped on the boat without telling us where the location was.
Okay, you make it to Kershwick, and you can make your way back towards Berkshire the next day. It's going to be a 2-day journey to Berkshire from Kershwick. Let's see how it goes. Oh, hold on. Matthew, can you roll me a 2d10? And Calvin, can you roll me a 1d20?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Just for the record, I've got, in case this becomes important, I've got Orison Command ×2 and CLW.
I have 2 magic missiles.
It's okay. It's a large spider, but the large spider is not, or the pack of large spiders is definitely not going to attack a band of people with a mechanical dragon. So you bypass the random encounter with no worries because even spiders aren't that stupid.
They're intimidated.
Certainly.
Dragon.
Certainly.
So I'd say we just defeated them.
Yeah.
You were never in danger, and without being in danger, you get no experience for defeating the creatures. It's in the DMG. Trust me. Don't look it up. Just trust me.
I mean, I know it says that, but we're mostly first level.
It's fine. All right. Hop, skip, and a jump later, you guys arrive in Berkshire, safe and sound. And sure enough, the old man is hanging out at the bar.
Yeah,
and
I was sending his butler.
Yeah, he's here himself instead of his butler. But you notice he has a black eye, and his arm is in a sling, held very carefully to his body.
Oh,
He
no.
sees you coming in, and he's like, "Oh, my friends, good. Did you do the deed?
Yeah, it's the box is outside.
Lovely,
It's got your
lovely.
pieces in it.
Well, let's go take a look." And he hobbles off the chair and leans more heavily on his cane. You notice he's also got like a cast on his leg. And he hobbles over towards where the box is. And I'm very injured. Could you display the pictures so I can make sure they're the right ones?
God.
How did you
Yep,
so
that's fine.
injured?
I set to opening it. It takes me significantly less time because I know the lock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you even locked it a second time after you.
Yeah.
How did you become so injured?
Oh, I made a marriage proposition to this beautiful woman in the tavern, and
sure.
her husband beat me upside the head repeatedly.
That's hilarious. All right. I don't like. I'll display the portraits in a way that he only gets to see like this much at a time, but I'm basically like scrolling through it fast enough.
So someone's unscrolling the top, the other person's unscrolling the bottom, so like it just rolls past slowly. Got it.
So that way we don't have to do the hassle.
When you get to the good parts, it's like, hold on, stop there for a moment. Oh yes, that's exactly what we need hanging up over my dining room. Lovely,
All right,
lovely.
excellent.
So the money.
Right,
The money.
right.
400 apiece.
Excuse me?
You agreed you'd pay us 400 apiece.
That seems a little steep.
It was. We had to.
You made the agreement.
We had
did?
to.
You complained about it
the
for
Lord's
6 years.
tower.
I did? I don't remember this.
Yeah. We're also selling you the dog.
Right, the dog!
No,
I
we're not
remember.
selling the
Yes,
dog.
yes. 4,000 apiece. No, 400 apiece, and I get the dog. Right,
No, it
right.
was extra for the
Not
dog.
for sale.
No, it's extra for the dog, but the dog's not for sale.
Oh, I see. Okay, so
400 apiece.
4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 100 gold? That seems like a lot. That's 20,000 copper, or 200,000 copper.
You
Quite a
agreed
bit
to
of
it.
money.
You really wanted these portraits, remember?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that well. Someone
Perhaps
give me
we
a
could
charisma
be easy on
check.
him and only charge him. What was it?
Give you a what?
200,000, 190,000 copper.
Whoever is leading this deception, give me a charisma check to fool the dotty old man.
Who's leading this deception?
Yeah, that's 100% me.
All right,
Yeah.
Chad, give us your charisma check.
Shit.
You know, maybe the kobold's just a little dumb and doesn't understand the difference between 4 and 3. I've seen many kobolds and they can only count 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. I'm fairly certain we settled
Bitch,
on
I'm smarter than you
300.
Yeah, 'cause
Of
they only have,
course
like,
you are,
three-
good boy.
They only have like 3 fingers, right? So they can't even.
I've never looked at a kobold, although I almost married one once. She was a lovely lady. Full of
I
energy.
feel sorry for her.
Well, she died before we could get married. It was a tragedy. Closed casket. Never got to see her body. It was so sad.
Tragic, really.
Certainly. How about this? I'll pay you 250 each.
The dispute seemed to be between 300 and 400. Why don't we split the difference and call it 350?
Oh, I don't think there was ever a dispute about 400. I think it was between 300 and 200. So we'll call it 250 each. It's quite a lot of money, you know. 250 gold. That's 25,000 copper.
That's not a lot of money.
That's $25,000 each. That's a lot of money. That's a 6 months salary for a peasant. No, it's quite a bit
I
more
spent
than
more
that,
than-
actually.
I've spent more than 6 times that in the last month.
Well, not everybody can be as rich as you and I. And I didn't get this rich by paying too much money for things. I got this rich by marrying wealthy women and having them die on me.
So you didn't actually do anything. Got it.
Certainly not. And that's how smart men do these things.
You're right. Where do you live?
Right. Oh, I live just down the way, other side of town. Small castle in the woods.
Very well.
Why?
Oh, I'm sure your place must be beautiful.
Oh,
That's why
it's
I was asking.
lovely. You know, my torchbearers only make 3,000 copper in a year. Giving you 25,000 each is more than enough. That's the amount of money a shipwright makes in a year. Or a scribe.
That's true. I'll
It's a
take my
lot
money.
of money. Excellent. My guards only make 15,000 a year. This is highway robbery, actually. Now that I'm really thinking about how much
Yeah,
you're
but
getting
you're
paid.
Give me my money.
Your
It's-
entire fortune was at stake.
That's true. All right, it's
I'd
well
move out.
done.
Yeah.
He gives you each 250 gold.
Okay.
He also takes his obscene paintings back to his home, And later, you do learn through the grapevine that the marriage did end in a divorce, but there could never be any proof. You know, it ended up being a divorce of disagreement. So it was like an even dissolve, and each party went their own way with whatever they brought into the marriage, and nothing else. So the old man gets. I don't know if he gets away. I don't know who's the. No one's good in this story. I'm sorry.
It's not a.
There's no good people here. The
It's
bad
mostly
people,
bad people.
all suffer, except for the old
neutral.
man.
The old man will eventually croak. He's like 91.
That old man's gonna outlive everybody
That's
else. Yep.
Not
All
if I
right.
write me into his own will and then kill him.
That's true. That's true. So, let's see. What did the party do? You did defeat 4 bugbears, because one of them did flee, and you were technically in danger, so you get XP for them. And the bugbears are going to be worth that times 4 plus. Oops, nope. Plus some questing XP.
Plus
And
some
you
amazing
see
wordplay in that bar.
great lies were told, and some great
We
feats of
defeated a barn.
thievery were done. You did defeat a stable. We'll give you some experience for that.
We did the horses count that died in that fire.
You
Absolutely
famed
not.
ghost
They
box?
were not a threat. The ghost box, we can give some XP for that. Despite being enchanted with the worst sort of darkness in the world, Buck did overcome the terrible dark magic cast upon him. That's worth some
Forever.
self-experience.
Never forget.
And Buck, you do have a final tomorrow. Your OChem test, not your final, but just a test is tomorrow.
I'm
I
just
need
gonna
you to
be
make
out
me.
my
Actually,
teacher.
he had a whole Ferris Bueller's Day Off experience.
Yeah, I need you to
Yeah.
give me an intelligence test here, Buck, to see if you can
Okay.
pass your OChem test.
16.
You fail your test, so we're gonna subtract some experience because you know
Jesus.
that's
All right.
bad.
How much experience?
I'll just don't worry about it. I'm just subtracting it from my big complicated math.
Can I take the test?
No, you can't take his OChem test for him.
I
Is
No, I'm
can't.
not taking it for him. I just want to take it.
Okay.
Who volunteers to take OChem tests? That's ridiculous.
Is that or more of an alchemy test?
Ugh, God, they're all terrible. I think that's it. So we will take this and we'll divide it by 5 people. Actually 6, because there's a dog here. I'm just kidding, just 5. And everybody can walk home with 540 experience for the day. But a crap ton of money. Like, really, really way too much money. Don't expect to get this much money from NPCs going forward. We need to set the precedent that this is a redonkulous amount of cash. Normally mercenaries get paid a gold a day. You guys did 5 days and got 250 gold. So
Yeah, but we were also weren't just like guarding a caravan. We were doing a smash and grab.
sure.
We made it a $1,000 bounty.
You said 540 XP?
540 experience points.
Okay.
Does anybody level? I don't think so.
I do, actually.
You no. Really?
I had 2,500 from our last
Oh.
Hydra.
Oh, well then you do level.
Level
Congratulations.
3.
Well, let's roll that D8 for hit points.
Oh, God. This is the scariest part.
It's the beautiful
1.
part. Ooh. And
Yeah,
let's.
my favorite part about 5e is just being able to take the average.
That's the worst part of 5e.
That's the worst part.
That means you get another 100 points that you can put into your thief skills. The thief rebuild document, which I think I've linked you, has a handy dandy chart to help you do that, or you can just do it manually on your head. Let's see, you're level 3, so you get a +1 to hit on your character sheet, which I
Yay.
will update.
Finally.
Not as a Thule, you are Theodora in combat. From level, you get a +1 to hit. Lovely.
I now have 14 HP.
Excellent. Ooh, one thing that we should note is you have right now you're encumbered, so you have a penalty of 1 to hit when you're encumbered, but if you drop your gear, you lose your encumbrance, and then
I
you
know.
no longer have a penalty.
I make a mental. That's why I dropped my bag
Perfect.
during the fight.
Perfect. Okay. So you get HP and thief points I don't think you get new. Ooh, you should get new non-weapon proficiencies as well. What do you get? Every level divisible by 3, they gain 1 non-weapon proficiency.
Wow.
So on that non-weapon proficiency table that we had worked with earlier, you can pick another thing.
I'm gonna learn how to write.
Literacy, super useful. I think that might be 2 slots, but let me double check. Non-weapon proficiencies. It might be. Hard to learn how to read and write in the olden days. Let's see.
No, it's 1.
It's 1? Sick.
Yeah.
Yep, it's 1. Oh, but it's not available to rogues. So for rogues, it's 2. For wizards and priests, it's 1. But you're in a party with wizards and priests. It can be 1 for you if you're getting it at this point. You've got people around you that can read and write, so it's fine.
Like Shag.
You learn
Shag-
from the dog.
That's right. The dog will teach you to read and write. It's great. I think that's it, everybody. Congratulations on another successful campaign. Congratulations on your new counselor here. Help you work out your issues. And,
Mechanical dragon.
yeah, and congratulations on the mechanical dragon.
Yep.
It
Yeah.
all went according to
All-
plan.
All went well.
Too well.
Too well.
We'll see what happens next week. That's it. We're out. We'll be back next week with more shenanigans. Bye.
And for the record, I'm going to buy chains and manacles. Should we come across like say if any of those bugbears had survived and needed some therapy involuntarily.
Excellent. I will put the economics guide in our Shenanigans members chat, just in case you need to look at costs and stuff, or anyone has any other buying desires. So there it is. We're done. We'll be back next week. Goodbye, everybody.
So long.